Okay. What did we get? We got ourselves a Reluctant Role Model, Veteran Survivor, Defiled Crypt, Thresher. There's also Centipede, Slayer. Some pretty good cards here. Reluctant Role Model is tempting. It's not my favorite pack one. Pick one. I do think there are quite a few better options. In fact, actually, the Veteran Survivor is interesting. Usually available much later. So that's the issue, is that most of these are available much later. Thresher's an interesting one. Kind of another one that come down a little bit on. So I think we'll take the Reluctant Role Model. I've liked white. And we'll go with that one. Alright, we can follow it up here with an Inquisitive Glimmer. That's not a bad way to go. 4th draft in white-blue. Unable to Scream is probably the second best card. We're not really... I don't really care for black-white, so I think this is a fine pick here, and we'll speculate on being white-blue once again. How you doing on Satchmo? Hope you're having a good day. You're having an excellent Saturday. And let's see here. We've got Patch Plaything. Fear of Immobility, usually Wheels. Grand Entryway, and Glimmerlight. It's a choice. I think I like the Glimmerlight more than I like the Grand Entryway. And then the Patch Plaything is better if you can bring it back from like Manifest Dread kind of things, right? It's okay if you can up its power as well. So I could see this being, like, some people would probably take that pick. These still, Fear of Immobility tends to wheel, so I think for me it's between Grand Entryway and the Glimmerlight. And Glimmerlight also goes in more decks, but even in white-blue, I like it more. Probably can wheel the Piranha Fly. I got a COVID shot on Friday, and I had chills yesterday, so I feel you there. Hope you feel better on Satchmo. Mine has subsided, and I'm feeling better now. Alright, so pick 4, we're seeing Percussionist. Still a lot of white here, not a lot of green. Ticket Booth is another one that wheels. I'm going to take the Trapped in the Screen, I'm pretty sure. And... there's also Stalked Researcher and Friendly Ghost. So... okay, so we've got ourselves a Grand Entryway, which is fantastic. Not a lot of other options. There's an Abandoned Campground, which would be nice to pick up, but again, I usually pick those up on the wheel. So I'm going to take the Grand Entryway here. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to feel sick for 10 days, for sure. Okay, we've got ourselves a Meat Locker. It's a pretty good one. I think it's reasonable. I'm not feeling like we're cut. It's definitely an okay signal for white-blue. Notably, we do still have Turn Inside Out for red. Wary Watchdog for green is good. Fear of Lost Teeth is nice in black-red. Piranha Fly is okay on the wheel. Friendly Ghost is also playable on the wheel. I don't really like the Living Phone or the Ghost, or the Goat. But we'll just take the Meat Locker here. Get some rooms to go with our Inquisitive Glimmer. And pick 7 here. There's an Acrobatic Cheerleader, which we can play in a pinch, I just don't really like it. It's not my favorite. And nothing, no real pivot options, right? The only thing we'd be thinking about is maybe going red instead of blue. So looks okay to me. We'll just take the cheerleader, cut white. How you doing, Magic Craig? I hope you're having a good Saturday. We've got a Lionheart Glimmer here, and an underwater tunnel. That's a close one for me. I think I like the Lionheart Glimmer works pretty well, especially if we have, like, if we can pick up a Gremlin Tamer. White blue can go wide pretty easily, so I think I like that over the underwater tunnel. But they're both good options. And we've got Veteran Survivor versus Spirits. We probably end up cutting the Veteran Survivor, but it can work okay. It's okay to start on turn 1 with the 2-1, get some cheeky damage in if they don't play anything till turn 3, which has happened in this set. Now, feeling like a one-trick pony would keep ending up in white-blue, though. I'm not a big fan of the Prowler. Jump Scare feels okay. Usually end up cutting it, but it's alright. And then there's an Etched Cornfield, which we could pick up if we wanted to speculate on picking up a Valgavoth's Onslaught. Zimone is also splashable in Bant. Fear of Immobility versus the Hardened Escort. I like the Fear of Immobility. Been pretty impressed with it. It's the Doctor Researcher Wield. That's another good sign for white-blue. We've got Leyline versus Fear of Lost Teeth. I'll just take the free gems. And now we've got the choices between Fear of Abduction, which is okay but a little bit expensive. There's an Unwilling Vessel, and there's a Grand Entryway. I think I like the Grand Entryway more than the Unwilling Vessel. And Fear of Abduction is probably okay to go for instead of the Grand Entryway. 5/5 flyer, it's a great threat. And then being able to replay some of your interesting ETBs can work okay too. So between these two for me, and I think I'll go with the Fear of Abduction. Okay, we got ourselves an Ethereal Armor. That's the card to beat. Cursed Windbreaker is okay. Fear of Surveillance would be good too. Unsettling Twins is good as well. I think I would be on the Unsettling Twins first, just because we don't have any 4-drops. Fear of Surveillance is probably my third choice. And then Ethereal Armor is just a pretty sweet pickup. The Cursed Windbreaker would be more in the lines with like the Veteran Survivor, would just be something that I'd like to cut later. How are we doing on? We're 7-6 right now. It's okay. We've got the Mind Skinner and Skull Crab, both which some people really like. I'm not 100% sold on. Probably run the Mind Skinner. The triple bit blue is the hardest part, right? It's almost like a later game kind of option. Creeping Peeper is one that a lot of people play with the room synergies that just hasn't performed particularly well. So I think I'm just going to take the Mind Skinner here, and we'll debate whether or not triple blue is worth playing. And get a Windbreaker. Probably take the Underwater Tunnel. No real reason to be splashing yet with the Terramorphic Expanse. We haven't seen a Zimone or anything like that. First Windbreaker is okay, but I think the Underwater Tunnel works better for me. Alright, we've got a Tunnel Surveyor. And not much else. Hardened Escort. Green cards, we've got the House Cartographer and the Watchdog. So green was also somewhat open. With the Tunnel Surveyor here. And we've got another Grand Entryway, that's great. Yeah. Just load up on room enchantments here. It'd be nice if we got a little bit more enchantment synergies. Or we could just be Grand Entryway.deck. Cult Healer feels like an okay card as well, but I'd rather just have the Grand Entryways. Three Grand Entryways, here we go. Wow, another Tunnel. Okay, so we got Tunnel Surveyor, Piranha Fly, and Jump Scare. I feel more confident that we can find additional ones later. Tunnel Surveyor is great. Especially works nicely with our Lionheart Glimmer. We've got an Unwilling Vessel. That one's probably makes the cut. Surprised the Unwilling Vessel wheeled. So again, white-blue just completely open. Okay, we need some 4-drops, so Unsettling Twins works for me. We'll just cut Peeper. Not as many 2-drops this time around, though. Which could be a problem. I guess all of these Grand Entryways count. Got a Cult Healer. That's good. Alright, on to pack 3. And we got ourselves a Sheltered by Ghosts. Alright then. Still haven't gotten to play the Midnight Mayhem. Card's pretty crazy. Glimmer Burst would be nice. We need I usually have Twins and Glimmer Burst by now. But I don't think we can take the Glimmer Burst over the Sheltered by Ghosts. But I think it would be my second pick. I think this one slightly beats out the Tunnel Surveyor for me. Probably can wheel the Cult Healer. Yeah, and so we're like... The rooms are interesting because of just how much value they give you. Like, so much mana can be used by these, right? They're 5-drops, but they can be played early on the curve. I've just absolutely loved it. Whoa, we got ourselves a Niko. I haven't played this one before. Exile target non-legendary creature you control. Shards you control become copies of it until beginning of the next instep. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next instep. So you get to copy your creatures with the shard tokens. And you get an additional ETB. That works really well with Fear of Abduction. Yeah, okay. Well, Niko sounds fun. Let's try that out. What? Double Niko, huh? We also have a Glimmer Seeker and a Fear of Isolation, which would be perfectly fine picks as well. It is a legendary creature, but we'll play 2 of these for sure. Second pick would be Fear of Isolation. Third pick would be Glimmer Seeker. Fourth pick would be Trapped in the Screen, but they're all pack 1 pick ones. So this is insane right now. What is going on? Okay, and we get another Inquisitive Glimmer. I don't even know what our enchantment count is right now, but it feels really high. 13. Oh my goodness. This is starting to feel like a constructed deck. Okay. And with the Inquisitive Glimmer in play, you can do like Grand Entryway for 3 mana. It's insane. We've got a Duskmourn, Domination, Lakeside Shack. I think I'm going to take the Lakeside Shack. The Domination doesn't make the cut. And we could just take it because Vault Progress, we're not likely to splash any green. But if I think the best one would be to pick the green up in case we hit something that we would want to splash. But we don't have really great fixing. Bookworm. I mean, let's just rare draft at this point. We have 26 cards. So we're already making cuts. Not really passing anything here to just take the rare. Alright, we got 3 Inquisitive Glimmers. It would be really nice right now is a white-blue land so that we could more reliably cast these on turn 2. That would be nice. But this is insanity. And a Surgical Suite? Wow, okay. I'm kind of flabbergasted right now at what's going on. It just feels crazy. Surgical Suite's another one that I'd be happy to do with the pack 1 pick 1. 3 Tunnel Surveyors, okay. Erratic Apparition and Cult Healer, also all perfectly fine, but of them I think I like the Tunnel Surveyor the most. Get Out probably doesn't make the cut. Cult Healer also probably going to be on the chopping block. Just take from the left here for the last little bit. Jump Scare, maybe we'll think about it. What a crazy draft. Right. Alright, so let's do this. We got 19 creatures. Let's pull out the ones that are kind of in the filler spots, right? So we don't need to run, like the Veteran Survivor seems okay to get rid of. And we didn't pick up a Cursed Windbreaker, so we don't need to cut those. We didn't pick up any Friendly Ghosts. We don't have any Don't Make a Sound. So like this deck's got a lot of really good cards in it. Stocked Researcher we might be able to cut just because we have like Glimmerlight. We have a bazillion Grand Entryways. I think that's okay to get out of here. I think we can get rid of the 2 Cult Healers as well. That puts me at 15 creatures. Seems a little bit more reasonable. The Jump Scares probably don't need to be here. They feel a little bit weaker. Man, what do you cut after that, though? Probably the Underwater Tunnel. We have enough enchantment synergies. We don't need the Underwater Tunnel. And then one more. Do we want to run the Mind Skinner? So we could cut 1 Grand Entryway. I'm not sure I want to play the Mind Skinner. It's just too heavy on the mana requirements. And then the choice here being, do we want to be base white or do we want to be base blue? And I think I want to be base white, which is partly why I'm not running the Get Out and the Mind Skinner, which would much rather be in, like, I would want to be running a 10-7 split for that almost. Underwater Tunnel, Mind Skinner, and Get Out, or maybe some of the filler, Fear of Immobility. Yeah, no, I think this looks okay, though. We don't have a lot of removal. We've got Trapped in the Screen, Sheltered by Ghosts. Our top end is 2 5-drops and a 6-drop. We've got 3 4-drops. That feels okay. Surgical Suite and Meat Locker to bring back our bazillion Inquisitive Glimmers. These 14 creatures. I think that's fine since the grand entryways are basically creatures at 2. Call this one Double Niko. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Okay, so we have a 2-drop, 3-drop. We have removal Sheltered by Ghosts. Sheltered by Ghosts plus Ethereal Armor can just win games. Our 2-drop is a 1/1. Alright, so let's see that land. Twitching Doll, okay. We could just exile the Twitching Doll with the 2/2 or with the Sheltered by Ghosts. Since we can kind of Voltron it. But just keep playing more enchantments. It's a little bit aggressive, but this is a bomb. So it's not as mana efficient, but I'm gonna go for it. And then we hope to top deck another land so that we can Ethereal Armor and play a 3-drop. Acrobatic Cheerleader's fine. But we can't also do the Ethereal Armor. We can't do this and the Ethereal Armor. I could just not attack with it for a turn, and that would let me get this down. If we draw a land, though, I can Glimmer and immediately get value out of it, which I like. So I think I'm just going to keep Voltroning it out, and that could definitely be wrong, but 6/5, Ward 2, First Strike, Lifelinker feels decent. See, removal options that they have like Trapped in the Screen. They can't do that until turn 5, though, to get rid of the Glimmer. They could play a land and do the destroy target tapped creature. Wow, and they have Flytrap. Okay. Huh. This, I mean, we were already able to attack here. They're way off of Delirium. I think I just go with playing the Tunnel Surveyor out. Again, saving this for when we can immediately get value off of this. And we're getting a fair amount of life here, so that feels good. Stuck on lands hurts a little bit, Because we do need to find white specifically to be able to do this and this. If we find blue, we can do the twins. If we find nothing, we can do the vessel. We can eventually get to Fear of Abduction. They might get back into this, though. They have two really powerful cards here. They've got Flytrap and they've got Twitching Doll. They just need to be able to kill this. We're never going to draw. No reason to unlock here to... We don't have any... It doesn't enable any attacks. So I think I'm just going to play the Unwilling Vessel. Sheltered by Ghosts is doing Sheltered by Ghost things. We do find white, we can get 2 counters on the Unwilling Vessel. That'll be nice. They're also stuck on land, which really sucks with the ward, right? Okay, so we can't pump. If they multiple block the living hell out of it, they still can't give it Death Touch, so I think they're just chump blocking here. We could pop the Elegant Rotundra and go for pumping this up to 8-7. But since it's just getting chump blocked, all it would do is enable me to attack with the Vessel. So I'm going to keep just going with curving out. Eventually, they'll run out of chump blockers, right? We're going pretty wide here. We should be able to... Ooh, that was good. Now we just need to hit white source off the top, and that's GG. Yeah, not much they could do that game. 49 life. Hey Julian, how you doing? This deck is pretty disgusting. Oh yeah, you're doing some BLB? Are you enjoying it? Alright, opponent's going first. We don't have a play until turn 3, so we kind of have to try to make it back. But the Vessel plus the Ethereal Armor is interesting enough. Okay, Fear of Surveillance. This is where it sucks a little bit to not have the 2-drop. A little bit flooded like always. That's magic for you. Let's see if being on the draw, starting on turn 3 is too much. Oh, wow. I don't usually see the attack in the box. Now, we could Meat Locker. This can hit for 6 damage. I think I'd rather just Unwilling Vessel here and go for Ethereal Armor and Meat Locker next turn. Oh, Jolly Balloon Man with the attack in the box. Oh! Okay, well, we're definitely tapping down this if we're not just dead. So we take 9. Okay. Right, hospital room. Get a first striker. Play this down. Tap that for sure. And then we're just straight racing the stun counters on the Jolly Balloon Man. Okay. Charred Forever gives them, or what? Charred Foyer gives them card draw. Niko, we don't actually want to be exiling this, but we could definitely exile here. We have 5 mana, so we could do the Surgical Suite. That doesn't really help us. We've got Tunnel Surveyor. We could just also do the Drowned Diner and card draw. But also just play the Glimmer. Actually, Glimmer's not bad. It's an enchantment, makes this bigger. Alright, I think I'm going to go with the 2/5 ward. Alright, so how big is this? They create a 1/1 that gets +4/+0. So we need to get to 6 toughness to be able to block the Jolly Balloon Man in the sky. That's a lot. They have a dissection tool. Oh, there's the Trapped in the Screen. Okay, so next turn they get to untap with the Jolly Balloon Man and hit us for 5 damage in the air. Are the shard tokens? Oh, the shard tokens are enchantments. Okay. So they have to chump block there. 6. Exile target non-legendary creature you control. Shards you control become copies of it until the beginning of the next end step. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. We can do this and hold up the activation. That doesn't make a lot of sense. We're just going to chump block this. Glimmer, whenever you attack creatures you control get +1/+0. So we could go here with the hospital room and attack with the Glimmer. Doesn't force a block though. They could just take it and then chump, and then I'm dead on the crackback. Block here. So that taps here. We take 5. We go to 4. I block here. We take 2 damage there. I think I just want more blockers. I could play the Surgical Suite out just to get up to 8 so that they can't... Oh, they have to chump block this anyway. How you doing, Cardinator? Okay, so they got Hardened Escort off of their Foyer. They've got 4 total mana, so they're not Tunnel of Hating or Warped Spacing. They could definitely are going to hit us for 4 damage here, though, so... We're dead if they can come up with 4 damage. Turn Inside Out doesn't do it. Okay. Ooh, okay. Fear of Abduction means they can stop doing that crap, right? And then, like, we can't... Niko plus Fear of Abduction. We would have hit it. That's pretty great. Exile a creature I control. So we could just exile, like, the 1/1. Are they dead, though? If I exile 4? No. Because they would take 3, 4, 5 damage. So I just want to do Fear of Abduction on the Jolly Balloon Man. We're not attacking with the 1/1 anyway. It's an enchantment, so I will play it pre-combat. I guess the downside with doing the token is that so the problem here is if they have removal for Fear of Abduction. So So if they find removal for Fear of Abduction, they get the Jolly Balloon Man back. They have 4 mana. They can play it with haste and create the flyer and kill me. So we just need to dodge removal on Fear of Abduction. Fear of Abduction goes to a 6/6 with Lion Glimmer. Seven 7 here, so they have to go block, block, block. If I make this 4 power, or no, if this can block here. No way for me to get around that. Still think what I want to do here is, because like we're dead if they draw removal, right? I could force a double chump by attacking with these 3 if I played this one. I'd rather have the 2/5 back on defense rather than here. Attacking with a 4/4 is fine. You can multiple block it, that's fine too. Then I only have a 2/5 to block here. It's probably best to just hold. Probably should have played Niko, actually. But putting a +1/+1 counter on here is okay. It gets it past the 5 toughness. Okay. Trapped in the screen is really good, because then we can get rid of the attack in the box, and then they have to top deck multiple things. Yeah, Fear of Abduction goes in hand, exactly. They would get the Jolly Balloon Man back, which is why I don't want that. I guess we're still dead if they have removal. Because, like, if they Jolly Balloon Man the Fear of Surveillance, I'm still dead with the Saw. Ooh! This damage equal to any target, so if this dies, I lose. So we just attack in the air and not on the ground. Whew, stressful. They wouldn't have mana to remove cast clone. Sheltered by, or not what's the card I'm looking at? Seized from slumber. Kill tapped creature. That would do it, right? I guess they wouldn't also have the mana to tap. How you doing, Farquad? Yeah, Niko's like mid-range. So far we've been able to close without Niko, but having 2 Nikos works really well with the Lionheart, works really well with the Fear of Abduction. I think, right? Because, well, I guess they get the card back into their hand. I still haven't figured out the true potential with Niko, but just being able to block with something and bounce it while making your dudes into 5/5 flyer, like, you know, Fear of Abduction was pretty good. I wish I could add a Fear of Falling to make them into 4/4 flyers. Niko works great with a paper bag. All right, so we've got a 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Let's go. I think even just making the shards into tunnel surveyors feels okay, right? And part of it too is that it's a 3/4 that brings down 2 shard tokens, which are double enchantments. So it's like having a whole bunch of enchantments in one card, right? Okay, we have ethereal armor. Dees, how you doing, Rail Static? Enchantment count is at 3, so this gives +4/+4 in first strike. Not too shabby. Shall we get a price check on removal? Price check on removal. You think they would have had to chump block the lions? Could have attacked us at 4/7 plus the vessel. Yeah, we could have. We could have. Oh, that was too bad. The good news is if we do... Oh, we manifest dread. We don't even get it back. Shame. Wait, does this turn inside out? Or they're just accepting... This feels okay to me. Wait, they killed a 1/1? They did not mean to do that, I imagine. Now we could flip here, put 2 +1/+1 counters on there. Oh my god, you can sacrifice the shards to draw a card. I didn't even realize that. Do I know any meta decks? I have a best of 1, best of 3 meta deck that I talk about every Monday on YouTube. And our Angels meta, not in standard. Depends on which format you're talking about. Okay, so this seems pretty good. We can go Sheltered by Ghosts, exile MVS, flip the Rotundra. Well, I could do the hover ship. We get a Manifest Dread. The upside to getting rid of this would be that they crew with it and they're not able to really attack with it. I think I'm going to go for here. Also, with the if they do have an answer, they don't get the ETB of the hover ship coming back into play. Yeah, that's fine. We just pump here to make it also attack better. Wait, why did it tap? Oh, shoot. Did it auto-tap me funny? I'm pretty sure I could have played the Ethereal Armor. It must have double-pipped white, done a double-pip white and kept blue up? Oh my god, that's too bad. This would have been like a lethal attacker. It's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would it hit for 6 damage? I guess they could have a destroy tapped or attacking creature. Maybe I'm not supposed to go all in on that. Would have hit for 7. They would have been at 2. Yeah, auto tapper getting me on that one. Alright. I'm just gonna do this for the card draw. It will make my dude smaller. But card draw is fantastic. And look at that, we replaced it. How you doing, Detrim? Hope you're having a good Saturday. Alright. Was that really... I think we're actually 3-0. And I forgot to record one of the wins. Or did I just give myself an extra win? Ah, we're 3-0. This has been gross. I've had 4 bustedly great white-blue decks in a row now. I feel like something weird is going on. I don't know why it keeps being so open. We didn't get Glimmer Bursts and we didn't get Gremlin Tamer though. So, always room for improvement. Alright, so we've got all blue, and then a white drop, a 4-drop, and a 5-drop. So we're on the play, which also hurts our ability to hit the correct source by turn 3. I think on the play with 2 draws, you're about 49% to hit the white by turn 3. I can never remember the odds. It's not good, though. So this one, we have to mulligan. Okay, we have Glimmerlight, we have Trapped, and then we have Fear of Abduction and Immobility. I think I'm going to put back the Immobility and keep the Abduction. It's a little bit greedy. Hey, Metal Black, thank you for the follow. Alright, we could go for the immediate value of Glimmer. I think I will, because it's better than Glimmerlight. And then next turn we can play Glimmerlight and equip this as a 3-4. Alright, we've got Gremlin. That's a good card by them. We could Trapped in the Screen It. I'm not sure. It might be right to do that just because we would get a, like, block their Rummaging, which can help them really roll out. The Rummage can really help them smooth their their draws. So, if we don't hit a land next turn, though, we'll get rid of the Gremlin. If we hit a land, we'll probably just continue to try to curve out to Fear of Abduction. Okay, so we didn't hit a land. So I think what I'm going to do is just attack in with the Glimmer. We could have Turn Inside Out there for the block. But we're just going to keep going wide here. See how they attack here. Just sending the Fear of Surveillance. Okay. Kept it on top. We might as well trade the Vigilance because it's just going to block our 2-2 if we swing next turn anyway. Alright, so we've got Vicious Clown. Could try to do a multiple block. So I can't... if I attack with the Glimmer, I would be accepting the trade here. And with being able to chump block the Vicious Clown, I might just take the Gremlin out with the Trapped in the Screen here. It's a little less mana efficient. And the question in my mind is whether or not I should have done that sooner, or earlier. Do I want to move this back and forth? The problem of moving it here would be I can't attack with that one next turn if we do hit a land with the twins. But I can always play the Surveyor instead, so I think I will move it over. Allows me to multiple block and kill the Clown if they play 2-drop creatures. Otherwise I just have to chump block with the 1-1. All right. 6-3. I think I take that trade. All right. Not attacking. Ethereal Armor is interesting. Ethereal Armor would allow me to keep attacking. We could Ethereal Armor and equip the Glimmerlight and just go hard. It's bad if they have removal. It would be pretty strong, though. Because it would put it at like 6 toughness. 7 toughness? Okay. That's acceptable. That's out of the range of at least most red removal. It would get killed by a Trapped in the Screen. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Neither party here is drawing land. Okay, Orphans of Wheat specifically attacks pretty hard. Ooh, Chainsaw. Sure, the Manifest Dread. That's good. Alright, so we're working our way up to the Fear of Abduction. I think we can keep attacking here. Because, like, what, this gets +1/+1, potentially, plus X plus 0. Seems okay to attack here. One more land and we get the Fear of Abduction. Want to spread out the threats? Let's see. This would be a 2/2. I think maybe I'll do this. So that if they have removal, I still have something that can block the 1/1. And then I guess we're going to exile the Tunnel Surveyor. Or actually maybe the Unsettling Twins with the Fear of Abduction. Hey, Ula, hope you're doing well too. Thank you. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Oh, shoot. They have Ghostly Dancers. Oh my. So we can't attack with whatever I put the Sheltered by Ghosts on. It no longer gets the ability to attack. Fear of Abduction, I think I could exile the Unsettling Twins and get the Manifest Dread as opposed to the Surveyor. So I think I'm just going to put this on the Surveyor. And we definitely, 100%, times 1,000, get rid of the Ghostly Dancers. And then I probably do just move this back to... I could attack with both, but then like they could trade one of them. I think I'd rather just attack with the 3/3 that they have to multiple block. And then I can move it back. I can move it back to the bunny. Like, we're not blocking with the Tunnel Surveyor ever. This card needs to stay away forever. How you doing, Mayhem Devil? I always have the memory of a goldfish. Like, sometimes I'm like, how you doing? And then 30 seconds later, I'm like, how you doing? Because I can't remember if I've already said it or not. Anyway, I hope you're having a good Saturday. Opponent over here is Lord of the 2/2s. I'd like to get the Fear of Abduction. Nice, okay. So we're going to get rid of the Unsettling Twins to get rid of which card on their side? probably the Orphans of Wheat. Since they're going wider, that thing kind of looks like it could get bigger than the Fear of Surveillance. Could also be right to get rid of a face down card. But I think we're just going to go with this. Exile this. And get rid of the orphans. Seems like an acceptable trade here, right? Oh, but no, then Chainsaw gives it +1/+0. Depends on if I'm going to try to block with the Fear. Since this is a win con, we probably don't block with that. Probably no reason to attack. We just try to win next turn. Because Tunnel of Hate gives double strike, so we want to be able to chump block there. I was just thinking that, like, if we... Surveil could have been a good choice as well. As... How do you say your name? Azu Senita? Azu 87. Probably butchering that name. The Orphans of Wheat could have tapped everything to come in as a 5/4 with double strike? Azu? Okay, I'll go with Azu. Or Azu? Anyway. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I was just kind of worried that they were able to figure out some way to, like, get in for a ton of damage. And the Fear of Surveillance, we would kind of just have to let it go through because we're not likely to block it with the Fear of Abduction since it's our win con next turn. But both are fine options, right? I didn't realize that the shards on Niko were just straight up, like, upgraded clue tokens, like Misogynist is saying. It's insane. Oh, Merc, I didn't see you get in there. Hope you're having a good Saturday. All right, nice 4-0 start. Looking like maybe we get 4 trophies in a row. It's possible. I don't want to jinx it. Off to a pretty good start. Well, we got a Phage. Phage is always going to be a tough match. We don't have the double white. This hand is so much better with double white. Which is why we have 9 sources of blue, or 9 sources of white instead of blue. Because Glimmer needs the double into there. Still a very keepable hand. Alright. Let's draw a white source. Ooh, they're on the play and they're doing what I'm wanting to do. I might also just Glimmer. Pray for the white draw. If we don't hit white, then we've got Tunnel Surveyor. Makes it so I can do this on 2. Yeah, white's going to be the losing problem here. I'd like to play this before, because, like, these get discounted value if I play them later. But I'd like to play this at the same turn that I do the Grand Entryway to create the 1/1. Ideally. Oh, Enduring Innocence. Okay, we're in trouble. For sure. I could Ethereal Armor. And could also start trying to pump this up. The lifelinker is no good to race, though, because if we attack in, they just, like, take it. And I think I'm just going to go for the Tunnel Surveyor here. Gives me a lot of blockers for the Enduring Innocence. White source off the top. Come on, baby. Pretty please. In fact, actually, I could live with 2 white sources off the top. Okay, I don't like this card. At least they're playing a card I don't like. So this gives +3/+3. We could start attacking in with a 5/5 for a striker. I'd like to get some value off of this. It's just so awkward that we didn't draw anything. This especially the grand entryway wants to be attacking, right? I could also just create 1/1s. That's probably the most mana efficient thing to do. Makes it so I don't have a really good block on this, though. Alright, we're just gonna go... We're gonna forfeit some of our Inquisitive Glimmer value. We lose this game because of the Enduring Innocence and being stuck on land, right? So the longer this game goes, the less I feel good about it. Zanham, thank you for the raid. Greetings, Raiders. My name's Arstal. Play a lot of Magic the Gathering. Mostly limited on Twitch. Also do some stuff on YouTube. Have a best of 1, best of 3 meta review. Got me YouTube partner. How was your stream? What were you playing? Oh, doing some best of 3? Standard? That's an interesting attack. It's a free attack, right? So what spell do they have here? Because I could just block it for free. What is this? Oh, are they just going for a 2-for-1? Because they can bring it back with Surgical Suite? I can't think of what this attack is. Because, like, I think most of the cards I'm happy with. If they get rid of the Glimmer, I still trade it for the Tunnel Surveyor. Jump Scare. That would be +2/+2. And that also doesn't do it. They're just trading me for the Tunnel Surveyor. Luxuria, thank you for the follow. Oh, they're just doing it for the card draw? Okay, that's fair. So I could do double Elegant Rotundra. I don't have good blockers after that. But Ethereal Armor is looking really tasty. I think I just Lionheart Glimmer here. And, like, chill. Attack in with a 4/5 that would trade for the Savior. I'm not really interested in that. I'd really like one more white source off the top, please. Okay. Yeah, we're losing to the Enduring Innocence right now. We can get really wide on them, though. We, you know, I think the trick here to win is going to be Ethereal Armor. Blood Pits Drowners, fine. Allows them to attack in with this and not trade. And interesting. Ah, so now we definitely have to take this. I guess I get to do a free block. Okay. We have a trapped in the screen. I don't think we need to do the ethereal armor yet. But it's looking okay. We could get rid of the Lionheart Glimmer, actually, and just pay the ward on that. Problem is this is going to get... They have so much value. So we're stuck on land, so we have to try to figure out how to stall to make it back, right? This is answered. That's a problem. Maybe it's time for the ethereal armor. We could just get rid of their glimmer and play an ethereal armor. Could get rid of this. I think this stops their attack, though. So it's only killing one thing. Now they can't attack me particularly well, unless they find removal for the Lionheart Glimmer. They find removal for the Lionheart Glimmer. There's not much I can do about that. Oh my god. Okay, well, it's still a 5-7. It loses the first strike, though, and the ward. And then they can... So it's not the war, you know, it's not the end of the world. It also continues to get bigger as we play more things. Wait. What is this attack? Ah, they're gonna swing. That's smart. They don't have anything to return from your graveyard, but it is an opportunity to maybe kill that thing. Getting rid of the Lionheart Glimmer is really tempting. We could also just take 8 and leave them with their 2 big things. It's like, if they do have one thing in removal, then this just bounces, and that feels pretty bad. But I think I've got to use this opportunity to get rid of this. And pray they don't have anything bad. Because then if this is a 2-1 and this is a 2-1, it gets blocked by the little dudes that I'm going to play next turn. Not the most effective removal? Yeah, I know, I just had to do something to live this turn, right? Because then Unsettling Twins blocks this, and then we've got a multiple block to kill Savior of the Small, so we kind of like shut them down. And then hopefully... Yeah, hopefully we've got enough here to kind of make it back. We need to find a flyer or something like eventually, though. Oh, you meant the unable to screen on the lion. Gotcha. We're definitely on full brakes. We're dead to a jump scare. Lionheart Glimmer still is able to block the Saver if they, even with the +1/+1. Cease from slumber. Okay, that's game. That's really unfortunate. Well, maybe not game. It's not great. They still don't have a 3-drop to bring back. Oh, but they will. They will if I, depending on how I block, right? So this seems like a free block. Odd to send that one. This one doesn't even go to the graveyard. I think I could take the 3 damage here and just multiple block this. Because then they don't get anything back. Okay. Reluctant role model. Get the grand entryway down. And then we're not attacking with anything, right? So I think I like just equipping. They attack in. Let's assume they top deck an enchantment. I think making this into a 3/4 seems the best. For this one turn. And then next turn we can move it to the role model. Yeah, so we can make this into a 5/5, which at least trades for both of their things. They're currently 23 cards to our 23 cards, so they're not even that high in card advantage. The only reason why we're in this game is because we didn't draw lands for 300,000 years. So we got pretty lucky there. Okay, we got it through. Very good. I'm going to give it flying. And pray that we can make it. Because now we've got a 4/5, so even if either of these gets the +1/+1 from the hospital room, we could block it with the Glimmer. And then I've got decent blocks on the 3/3. Next turn we get lifelink on this. We just needed them to kind of draw dead for a little bit, and I'm not sure. We're more likely to draw dead than they are. Since they've got 7 lands. This has been a good game. I like this. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting that they didn't go with killing all 3 of these and leaving me with the tapped creature, because then I was dead, right? If they destroyed all... Oh, no, because it would destroy their own untapped creatures, right? Nah, because if they did the destroy untapped creatures, they don't have a board. So I think what they did was correct. And then you asked if the Rotundra, it does only cost 2 to flip. Okay. Okay, we can just keep kind of, Stalling on the board then. Steady on my grind. Do we want to... Because if this taps, do we want to flip... Do we want... What do we want here? So we've got enough mana, we can definitely move the Glimmerlight here. Since this is already a 3-turn clock, I don't think we put any tokens here. I think we're going to put them here. I feel like you always do flying first, especially because then we could get through for repeatable damage. And then we could do the lifelink. Okay, I'm going to go... with making a lot of 2/2s. I think I just want to spread out the blockers in case they have removal. He does have the 3/2 with the Innocence, you're right. So not necessarily because they can attack, you're right. Oh, and I set myself up to do a 2-for-1 and not... Alright, this wasn't ideal. If I had a single 3/3, I could have just blocked the Enduring Innocence. And so I, like, put myself into a 2-for-1 situation. Mistakes were made. Ooh, Fear of Falling, okay. That kills me next turn because it makes my Inquisitive Glimmer lose flying. Fear of Abduction! Let's go! Oh, and I can even equip this. Look at that. Now, the downside is I have to exile the token, so I'm dead to enchantment removal. But the upside is that if they top deck a land and they have like nothing, we're good, right? We lose to Get Out. Also, thank you for the follow there, 4-1 Junior. That's it. They got us. Because even if I hold this back to block, it loses flying and I can't block and I take the 4 damage. Yeah, I've got to Get Out in the sideboard. I think the tricky part is whether or not you're base blue or base white. We almost stabilized that game, though. That was a pretty good deck from the opponent. Hey, calling your opponent's plays is what you want to be doing, right? You want to be thinking about what your opponent could play. But yeah, some people believe in the jinxing effect. Holy cow, we have Reluctant Role Model with Sheltered by Ghosts and Ethereal Armor. Like, we have the ultimate Voltron experience. We just have to, like, dodge removal for a turn. Black-red is, like, the most removal-centric build ever, though. We could go with the Surgical Suite, but then Ethereal Armor doesn't really... It's less likely to get removal on it, but I'd rather just... No removal one time. Yeah, fair. So we just go here. I'm not sure I want to do the Ethereal Armor on it. Oh! I thought this was a Rotundra. I didn't realize this was a Surgical Suite. Okay, I thought I was making a 1/1 with that. My bad. Sorry, they're right. Rheostatic, I didn't see it soon enough. We're in trouble, though. Because I didn't actually... I mean, we would have had to just 3-drop pass. If we can survive a turn, Ethereal Armor plus Sheltered Ghosts is a ton of life. Yeah, the room arts are too similar. I agree with that, Railstatic. Oh, please don't have removal. Oh god, please don't have No! That's okay, we're not dead yet. They don't have Delirium. We're at 6. We just need one thing to stick. Okay. Get wrecked. Here we go. So, they don't have any more removal. I'm almost certain of it. We have a total of 6 mana, so I can go, whenever you unlock this, put 2... This does a single 1/1 counter. I think I'd rather just create the 1/1 then. We do the Sheltered by Ghosts on the popular Egotist. We're gonna hit for so much life that they can't, like, make it back. Sacrifice another creature. Okay, so they get to Manifest Dread, which probably turns on Delirium for here, yep. That gets destroyed. We go with Ethereal Armor on here to really make them scoop. And then we also played this. And we gain 13 life. Nah, we want it all on there because of the lifelink, right? Sheltered by Ghosts is all about creating one giant thing, and if they have removal and pay the ward, like, then they're back in this game. But for right now, they're looking like they need to dig to removal, and the ward's going to be too much for them, which is why Sheltered by Ghosts is a dumb card. So next turn, if we draw a land, we can flip both of our rooms, which is nice. Okay, Fear of Being Hunted kills my 1/1. Fair. Half Force Block. Okay, so we've got Tunnel Surveyor. I think I'd rather just go here. And then it's a Force Block anyway, but... Actually, because it is a Force Block, maybe we pump here. And then this allows me to trade one of these into the Fear of Being Hunted. Okay, Fear of Burning Alive. Kills my 3/3, that's fine. Thank you for the follow there, Snow Bubble. Hope you're having a good day. We could pop that after attacking. Can't attack with the 2/2. Oh no, it definitely is an option. We could have drawn to try to find an answer. We'd have to find 2 answers. So I could even do this at the end of their turn. I'm not too worried about it. They could definitely they could stabilize if they find removal for Fear of Immobility. Is there Death Touch trick in black? I think there is one in green. I don't think there's one in black. So we'll just play this pre-combat because it makes our dude gain us more life. They do have something. But at this point, I think even if they have removal for Fear of Immobility, we're still okay. force chump. They're on a top deck. We're at 56 life. Like, I feel pretty good about this one. Hey, they found the removal for it. Okay. That's what they needed to hit. And they do get the Egoist back. Okay. Disgusting. Right. 56 life to... They're still on a top deck. It does. It has 2 Nikos. Which is kind of gross. We're not going to pop the shards now because we're going to pop the Lion Glimmer later. This way... Okay, when you attack, creatures get +1/+1, so it's 6. So it's probably not dead. Since it's going to be at 7, they'd have to flip into a 4 power here. At 3 mana. I think I like this. Okay, it's Gremlin. I'm not even sure they can do that much damage, yeah. I think there's a real possibility that they can't. So I can tap this to exile this creature, which then gives me 2 more Glimmers. Which then double pump. Ah, and we have the Fear of Abduction too, which is disgusting. So let's go with... Let's make the shards. Beginning of the next... Return it to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. We could also do the Fear of Abduction, right? We could copy that. Oh, do we just win if I do the Abduction? No, because like I have to exile Niko, right? Oh wait, no. What I do is I make the shard copies and then play the Fear of Abduction. Yeah, I have to tap Niko. So what I could do is I could Fear of Abduction and get rid of Niko. That seems wrong. What I like more, I think, is just attacking with the Glimmers. And then maybe I play the Fear and get rid of one. Exile... Wait. Exile a creature you control. So I do have to get rid of the shards, which I'm not sure I like. Especially because these, like... We could just hold Fear of Abduction. Alright. That's fair. Right. They don't come back. They can sacrifice a creature to make this one indestructible. So... if they want to do that, we'll just put it at the back. And then I think I want to kill this instead of the Amalgam. Okay. So this leaves them with no cards. I have to get rid of my shard to do it, but feels okay to me. Right? Like, we have 3 cards that they're none, they're on a top deck. Yeah, they top deck a land. GG. Hey, Oiga Voltage, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Alright, we're at 5 wins here. I'm going to take a quick little break, as I've been at it for a little bit. My back is starting to talk to me, so we'll see if we can kind of finish this one out. And leave you guys here with the deck that you can look at that has 2 Nikos. And wonder how the hell white-blue was again this open. I'll be right back. Alright, thanks for waiting, everybody. Ads should be over here soon, and we'll just Run this one again. 5-1. I'm pretty sure that, I mean, if this deck doesn't trophy, I'll be surprised, right? Seems like a very strong deck. But, I mean, even the best deck is still 65% to win, right? 66% to win. So, in this situation, 9 times in this situation, we're going to flunk. Uh-oh. Okay, I was like, we're not finding anybody. Alright, we have Glimmer, we have Sheltered by Ghosts and Ethereal Armor. And we have the double white. So we can do Glimmer on 3 and immediately play the Sheltered by Ghosts. Which then gets the ward to protect it. So I don't think I'm actually going to play it until turn 3. Okay. Yeah, especially into this, which is just black-white waiting for them to play removal, right? So hopefully they tap out here. Okay, Innocuous Rat's fine. 1 white. Don't think there's anything that's gonna kill this. I'm gonna do this just to get the ward on it, which makes it harder to answer. Like, Rat's not a great thing to exile, right? But at least it doesn't have an ETB, and it makes their removal a lot harder to do. Like, they can't trapped in the screen here. Nowhere to run! Ah! No! That's too bad. Alright. You got another alchemy trophy. Very good. Congrats, Rheostatic. Alright. Not a lot of scary business going on yet. I'm not sure we want to trapped in the screen. Oh, we could just Niko. Wait a second. Actually. Okay, so we Niko. And then we Ethereal Armor on the 2/2 so that we can exile the twins to get additional stuff from them, right? Because now this is going to give this +3/+3. Oh, I guess I could have sent the twins too, but they trade, and then I don't have a good target with Niko. And then we've got removal here. So next turn is Niko. Removal. Gets me a free manifest, helps me go wide. Shards might not be able to attack as 2/2s, depends on what they do this turn. Niko could also be dead. If Niko's dead, then we're just using the shards to draw. I think Niko's dead. Okay. So that means we won't be able to actually copy the shards, but the upside to this is I get another ETB, so I get another 2 shards by targeting their trapped in the screen. They also didn't have to pay the ward because of the nowhere to run. And we have Fear of Abduction. That's insane. I think I'd rather just get my Niko back, though. And save Fear for, like, shard shenanigans later. Because, like, this isn't particularly scary. I'm going to do it pre-combat. Yeah, getting additional shard tokens here is nuts, 'cause especially how big it's going to make this guy. Because I want this 2/2, and I don't really want to just trade it for their Fear of Lost Teeth, I'm just going to send the 8/8 for Striker. Okay, that's fine. So right now, if I copy this, it just makes a bunch of 2/2s. And I don't really have a good... I could just do this. Okay, they're done. I was going to say, I could just exile Niko, because then if they answer the 5/5, I get Niko back again, and I get even more shards. Anyway, Niko's silly. Alright, final boss, here we go. Can we get 4 trophies in a row? Hey, Cooler, thank you for the follow. Got Inquisitive Glimmer stuck on white, though, so this may, again, this would be a much stronger hand if we had double white. Honestly, this sort of line is why, like, I don't like Get Out and I don't like Mind Skinner in the archetype. But still, this seems worth doing. I don't think we're actually going to hold the Glimmer, though, until we get... If we draw white, we will hold it for a turn. Okay, Underwater Tunnel. Probably a mirror match, then? Oh, we did get white. Alright, so I'm going to risk it, though, still. So, especially against the counter spells, I'm just going to get the Inquisitive Glimmer down. Next turn, what we can do is the Grand Entryway and flip it. Yeah, so we're just, like, outclassing the opponent right now by being on the play. And it's, you know, much easier to... Like, we're like, huge value right there, right? The amount of tempo that we just got is insane. And then next turn, we've got... We could Drown Diner for a bunch of card draw. We could do the Ethereal Armor to really go big. I think I like Ethereal Armor and Tunnel Surveyor. Because if we draw another land, we could go even bigger. Oh, okay, that was good. They bounced my dude. Hey, Osseo Rose... Wait. Osseo Rose TCG. How you doing? Okay, what do we want to do here? I think I want to just keep playing my cheap. Like, we'll just do this and then Meat Locker tap the 2/1. Keep swinging. Alright, let's see if they're stuck on land. So next turn we can flip this and play Ethereal Armor, which is pretty tempting. Right now, this is a +4. Okay. They make a 3/3. Shard Mage's Rescue. Yeah, we're definitely on a mirror match here. Okay, so play the land out. Why would it keep up 1 blue? It makes no sense. Get rid of a whole bunch of white, huh? Jeez. Inquisitive Glimmer is a better blocker, but I think I go with pumping the Glimmer. It has a bigger target on its back is the downside, right? And that was a lot of land. Damn it. Oh, okay, well, we keep putting the ethereal armor right the turn before they have the removal. So maybe I should have tried to bait removal more by playing out the Tunnel Surveyor. Alright, well, we are flooding for sure. And need to draw something other than lands. The good news is that we've drawn 10 of our lands in the top 15, so we should be... Like, the deck is still doing well, considering that we've drawn that many lands. Alright, they got a busted deck. It's good. Who's got the card drop situation? They didn't pop that. They have 2 mana. They could... We could just take the 4 here. Is there a single card that destroys me right now? I think because of the land situation, I've got to try to just, like, stall until we get something other than lands. Yeah, I like getting that off the board before more shenanigans happen. But they do get value off of bringing it back. That makes sense. Alright, Niko was a good draw. Since we don't have anything good to exile with Niko, I think I am just going to pop these for the draw. We don't have to do them right now. Do I have any 1-drops that I could hit? No. Alright, so we can just wait. Oh man, they got a busted white-blue deck too. Okay. They get a card draw. If I block it, they don't get a card draw. I think I kind of just have to trade this with my Niko. And see, because like we need to prevent them from drawing the end of this game. Let's see what we draw. Jeez. Okay. My plan here is... Oh, but no, but then they get the flyer. And then I can't block the flyer. And then it's just going to get bigger and draw. Niko lets me top deck like a Fear of Abduction and get multiple Fears of Abduction. I guess Fear of Abduction is maybe not even that good of a card to duplicate, because like it allows them to manifest dread. I don't like either of my options here. Okay, so we got a Fear of Immobility. That's good. We can tap their 2/2 flyer, prevent their card draw. Let's see. I have a Trapped in the Screen of my own that I could draw to get rid of the locker room. Drowning us in 1/1s. I really wish this deck had a Gremlin Tamer. Right. If I can hit... We're still in this if I can hit removal for their flyer. Even then, though... Oh my god, you're kidding me! Wait. 1, 10, 11, 12... Stop, please. I guess it's not an answer to the flyer. They're just gonna get the damage done in the air. Okay, that's interesting. I don't get the shard tokens though, so I kind of lose the value of it. I think I have to send here. They get one card, or is it per? Oh yeah, they just get one card if they let damage through. Should have attacked first before playing. Hey, Face Shaper. Yeah, come play with me November 2nd, for the first Saturday. We'll be doing some Duskmourn drafts for real cash money. Alright. It's better. We still need to get removal for this 3/3. Oh yeah, Fear of Abduction on the Niko would be good, wouldn't it? We can still bounce our Unsettling Twins to Manifest Dread. But yeah, we're in trouble here. I guess I could have done the Glimmerlight and then flipped it up to give something +1/+1, but that doesn't feel great. We're just dead to this flyer, right? Unless I can find Trapped in the Screen. Or Fear of Abduction. Sheltered by Ghosts. We have a couple of outs. Also, how's your Saturday going there, Screamin' Damon? Hope you're doing well. Two twos are stronger than 1/1s, right? I think I'm missing anything here. Three threes would just trade. We're just basically dead on board. I guess the downside with this Unsettling Twins is if I flip up one of my answers, then I've got nothing. Down to 12 cards. So we've got one more turn, right? We're dead on board if we don't hit it next turn. We have Sheltered by Ghosts, Abduction, and whatever the enchantment's called. Trapped in the Screen. Locker Room. Taking us apart here. And Glimmer... Okay, I got better card draw than we do. I think I'm dead even if I find the removal for the 6/6, right? Because they're too wide. I have 8 blockers and they have 11 attackers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a bummer. Now I have even fewer blockers. Wait, actually turn up you. Really, this doesn't change anything, it's still just a... Okay, so we didn't get removal. Kind of feels like they haven't had a counterspell. There was a pause there. So then we're just dead. I guess I'll go for... Let's go out swinging. Desperation swing. If you're gonna lose, you gotta lose by killing as many creatures of your opponents as possible, right? We'll see if they're gonna be lazy or if they're actually gonna do the good blocks. Because they should put 3 2/2s on the 3/6. And just chump block a whole bunch of other ones. I don't know. It seems okay. Like you win this game, right? So wait, is that a Niko? 3 Nikos spotted in one draft? All right. Busted white blue decks fighting it off. They won that by having removal for my ethereal armor and by having not getting stuck on 3 there for that like little blip, right? Or they had better card draw too, more room synergies. But it's been proven that 1 Niko is stronger than 2. We also drew a lot of lands, right? That's what it was. We drew like 12 of our 17 lands or whatever in the first half of our deck. All right, so we've got a turn 2, turn 3, into Fear of Abduction. That seems okay. We're up against number 23, proper final boss. And are we on the draw? Well, they had to mulligan. So I think I'd like to go Glimmerburst into Tunnel Surveyor instead of Grand Entryway. Because, like, I think that's fine. They both create a 1/1. They're basically the same. And then the next turn we can decide, do we want to play Tunnel Surveyor or do we want to create a 1/1 and equip? Zimone! Uh-oh. We gotta kill that before turn 5. So equipping doesn't make sense here because it doesn't give us anything. So we're just gonna play out here. Definitely should have played white, not blue. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, but looking at this hand, I'd much rather have 3 sources of white. Surgical Suite brings this back. So we'll see if this is a bad block, but I think this is an okay trade. Spineseeker Centipede gives them the 4th land. Zimone won't trigger until 5. So we can even attack here, actually, which is kind of fun. Yeah, because we'll have the blockers anyway. All right. Do they have land 5? If they don't hit land 5 here, we have a chance. If they hit land 5 here, then we basically have to, like, find a solution. That's okay. This dread's fine. They hit land 5. So they're going to get a 5/5. The good news is Fear of Abduction is perfect on the token. Alright, and we got trapped in the screen. So we can go trapped in the screen. I don't. They could do like something stupid like Fear of Isolation, pick up a land and get another Zimone trigger. But I'm gonna gamble that they don't do that. And take the 5/5 out. Equip here. Offer the trade. And re-equip here to trade with the 2/2 if it's not a creature. Alright, so we just need to get rid of Zimone. No counterspell one time, please. And we're going to get rid of our Tunnel Surveyor or the 1/1. Actually, I should probably attack. Oh, maybe not. Actually, I probably want to hold off attacking until I can flip the doodads later. And then Tunnel Surveyor is kind of tempting because it gives me ETB value when I play it again. So I think I'm going to go with this. Okay. So now we've got Hospital Room and Rotundra. We can flip on 7, so next turn we just flip both rooms. We pray that they don't have removal for Fear of Abduction. They legitimately just 6 mana passed last turn, too. Okay. That's fine. We don't have the 5/5 flyer anymore. But we can still pump things up. So we can put 2 +1/+1 counters on something, and then also a +1/+1 counter there. Feels okay to me. Wait, which one's which? Doesn't matter, right? Could also play the role model. Actually playing the role model... Oh, damn it, I've already done this, right? It was probably better to play the role model and get a counter on it. But I'm just going for mana efficiency here. It's possible they have a Manifest Dread card and they eat one of my 1/1s here. Okay. Hope I picked the second one, because that's what I was trying to do. I was leaving with the one they manifested before. Because they didn't pop it previously. Whew, that's a big boy. All right, here we go. Branch Snapper is a problem. I probably should have put actually the Glimmerlight over on a 2/2 that I would rather block the potential Manifest Dread with, because I'm not sure I actually want to block with the Reluctant Role Model. Right now we kind of just need a top deck removal for the Branch Snapper. So we've got Fear of Immobility, and we've got Sheltered by Ghosts. It's not a whole lot of options to hit. They've got a Fight spell. Okay, Monster Submergence. Interesting that they went with not killing the Fear of Abduction, eh? There's a forest all along. Okay, Fear of Abduction with Niko is fantastic. We just have to live. But then they get Zimone back, right? But it gives me an answer to the 7/6. I don't think I'm blocking. And if I... Wait, so if I copy this, is it going to become... Wait, if I copy this, is it a toy? I don't think so. I think it would give them back Zimone, which is a problem. But I could Fear of Abduction and keep doing the Fear of Abduction, right? So we're going to go to 4. Shoot. I'm not blocking. I guess I could. I guess I could multiple block and then draw. Should I attack with the 3/3? If they have removal for Niko, I'm really hosed. I think I'd rather do the Fear of Abduction than trade my 2-for-1, so I'm going to attack. And then I'd rather have my 2/5/5s next turn instead of the card draw. So I'm just going to flip here anyway to stay mana efficient. That could also be wrong. And I guess actually if I had multiple blocked, they would have been at 4. So here we go. Malevolent Chandelier. Okay. Wait, but they played the 7. Wait, so now they don't get the Zimone trigger, right? Yeah, they screwed up. They played their land. That's perfect. Okay, well, they could also just be dead, right? Let's see. I hit them for... Oh no, because these become 5/5 flyers, they have to chump block? Ah, there's too many things to do here. So, I think I go like this to start. Now, this taps their dude and they're just dead. And we beat number 23 for the trophy, 4th in a row. Azorius is busted. Let's freaking go.